think we might have a bit of time. Um, Cassie, do you want to come over here with everyone else that's gonna speak? All right. Yeah. So the ballot form's going to open after everyone's done with their speeches, and it will be closing at midnight. So, tell your ACM friends to vote for you, and make sure you spread this form out. We want to get as many people voting as possible. Yeah. So you have to be a current member to vote. Votes are anonymous. No one else is going to see them, and more candidate information is going to be found on the ballot form, which we'll link to at the end of the slides. Any questions about that before we jump into it? What? Cool. All right. Okay. So our first up is going to be Vivian, for ACM-W director. Well, that is start at the. Okay.
All right, cool. Hello. Is this good? This is probably a good distance, I'm assuming. So, hello, I'm Vivian. If you don't know me, I'm running for ACM-W director. This is just a spiel about who I am, what I like to do, and why I'm running. I hope you like the little programming joke. I think it's pretty good. Ant with Bindle, very, very important, I think. But, yeah, okay, so let's get into it. Who am I? I'm the current ACM-W director, JO. I'm Kaylee's JO. I've been the JO for like roughly a year now. I'm a CS major, but aren't we all? I was born in Austin. Represent Austin. Represent Austin. Oh, I love Barton Springs, but the best place ever. I like to play guitar. I like hiking. I like rock climbing. This is the view from like my first ever free solo climb. I thought I was gonna die. Like that was not the move. I'm not gonna do that yet ever. But yeah, okay. So why am I running? I've been a JO for about a year now. I've really seen like how ACM and ACM-W works, and I think there's a lot that I can contribute and a lot I can do to help like collaborate, help ACM grow. Like I'm very passionate about helping us grow as a whole community, because yeah, I feel like ACM can definitely grow more always. And okay, why though? Why you should vote for me? Well, I care a lot about ACM-W's message. I feel like a lot of the time, like CS majors, especially like the women, they're always like scared. They're always scared to like talk to other CS majors because it's all men. It's all men. Like unfortunately, it's all men, and we definitely we need more girls in CS, and I think we need more like a network within UTSA. I think. Because all of the ones that I've met, like outside of ACM-W, are not in like any orgs whatsoever, and I feel like a lot of the time they don't know like, oh, where can I connect? Where can I connect with all the women in CS? What? And so, I think like a major goal for next year is just to get more active members in ACM-W, just like to like get to know people better, and so we're closer knit as an ACM-W community, not necessarily as an ACM community. So, yeah. Yeah, this is just leadership I've had in the past. Other stuff, yeah, the other stuff I've done. I did a lot of treasury, so that's an explanation for the next bit. But, Jib, come here. It's done. It's time. No, come here. Come here. Don't worry. You ready? All right. Okay, does anyone have any questions? I'm ready to answer questions. What's up, Jacob? Yes, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Okay, good. Any more questions? Oh, what's up? Oh, okay. Honestly, I feel like just with time, if we branch out, like the way I was just gonna be like, just network, get to know the people better, like as they are, and I feel like um, with that, they will also, in turn, become part of the ACM community, like ACM general as well. Because a lot of the time, like the people, like Trey, like one of my friends who's a JR right now, like he became intertwined with just ACM general just because we were friends and we just hung out more and more and more. So I feel like the same could be done for ACM-W. And I feel like there's a lot of like a lot of people that I see like regularly at ACM-W meetings, but I don't know their names, and I see them a lot, and I feel like I want to get to know them better as people, and I want the events to feel like just like, oh, I'm here for my meeting credit, and then they dip. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. What's up? I'm from Pflugerville. What part are you from? Oh my God, that's like okay. So we're like cousins, kind of. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? Do you guys have any more questions? What's up, Nathan? Hmm. I mean, I think this year I feel like a lot more advertising of our events because a lot of the time our flyers are posted like the day before the events. Not saying that logo is a bad thing, but I think like there definitely could be like more planning in hindsight, and I think again more outreach, definitely more outreach. Because a lot of them, like some people in my classes, I've talked to them about ACM-W. They don't even know what ACM-W is. Like, what? How are you a CS major? You don't know ACM-W? Yeah. Yes. We good? We good? Cool.
All right, thank you, Vivian. Just so you know, okay, so for the rest of these, I am going to have like the timer, so if you need to know how much time you have left, I'll be sitting in here standing for cool. Okay, so that was Vivian, and Vivian is the only one running for ACM-W director. So, yeah. All right, up next is going to be Jonathan for ICPC. I actually, I think that's it. Awesome, thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan DeKoning and I am running for ICPC Director. So I believe that there are really three main questions that need to be answered in order to elect somebody, and those are, who am I, why am I running, and why should you vote for me? So, a bit about myself, super brief. Jonathan DeKoning. I'm currently a presidential junior officer, so I get to do some tasks for this handsome man. I'm a computer science major. Who could have guessed that? Sophomore. And I have a drinking problem with hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate. I drink about, like, on average, a cup a day, so it's all the time. I love it. Okay, why am I running? This is kind of the main section of this. And there are four different categories to this. First is innovation. So right now, ICPC, the way I kind of see it is unfortunately kind of like the ugly duckling of ACM. And I say that because no one here, except for me, shows up to ICPC meetings. But a lot of you are in CIC, Erratic Creators, ACM-W, that sort of stuff. So my goal is to really polish up ICPC and turn it into a more professional sort of organization. And my goal is to, by the time I'm done with it, whether I resign or am fired or whatever, I'd like to get ICPC to be as influential, at least as Erratic Creators, is my goal. Connection. Another one of my main focuses is I want to really foster a more collaborative learning environment. So ICPC, is has a big focus on competitive programming, and that's the stereotype is there, right? We're kind of introverted, but I really want to make it more of a interpersonal thing and really just expand what we do and how we connect with other people, and just really polish it up. Preparation. I want to have a higher focus on preparing for tech interviews and getting ahead in your classes, as well as competitions for ICPC at large. And challenge. Right now we're in two different divisions, kind of like an easy division and a harder division. My plan is to merge those and to really have more personalized learning and a variety of questions for all skill levels. So I'm running a bit close on time here. So the next slide is some of my, what's the word? Yeah, I can skip over this because I'm running in a post. So thank you very much. Do any of y'all have questions? Nathan? Yeah, so right now, the way ICPC kind of works is 3 people show up, and then we start coding, and then leave. And it's kind of boring for newcomers. And I really want to diversify things, to have different days for a learning thing, sort of competition day, just having different sorts of events, CIC or ACM-W does, different workshops. I want to implement that into ICPC instead of just showing up and doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, so yes. So the question was, we recently attended a ICPC event and didn't do too well, and how I plan to address that in the future. Yeah, so I unfortunately wasn't able to make that. I wasn't there. We had a team of relatively newer programmers, and the main language that most of them were familiar in, Python, was not allowed during the contest, unfortunately. And it was kind of a weird format, so we all it didn't really work out. But my plan to get people kind of more prepared is really connected with the workshop idea. I want to put on kind of more, kind of like intro to tech workshops, different concepts such as binary trees, maybe have a day on graphs, these sorts of things, heaps. If you don't know what heaps are, I don't know, I assume some of you do. Someone else had a question? Yeah, I think Brian told me about this. I mean, so your problem there was, I think if I recalled Brian's, when he talked to me about it, was that instead of reading stuff from input, the format was you had to go until the end of file. And y'all didn't really know how to do that in C, which, I want to teach you guys how. I mean, something to work on. You could use Python. They said you couldn't. I wish I was there. I would have gone, though, if I could. Does anyone have any questions? Any more questions? Yes. Mm-hmm. Great question. So the question was, since we don't have a lot of people showing up right now, how can I improve that, bump those numbers up, and foster collaboration between ACM General and ICPC? So one of my plans is to, over the summer, come up with kind of a general plan for ICPC, kind of like an overhaul. And then at the open house, I'm going to kind of tell all the incoming freshmen what ICPC is about and present it as something more than just competitive programming. And so hopefully that'll get them interested. I also want to do collaborations with the Google Developer Student Club on campus. They do leak coding sessions, and I think it'd be cool to have some sort of competition day together. And then, again, workshops, ACM people can show up, kind of figure out more what ICPC is about, and I just really hope to make it more integrated with the ACM experience as a whole. Right. Yep. Sure. So the question was, since ICPC is mainly about competitive programming, how do I balance that with these other ideas that I plan to bring into it? And the hope is that they'd all really be connected. If you're getting better at competitive programming, you're going to get better at interview prep. Like if you know how to invert a binary tree because you've learned about binary trees, and you get a Google question that asks you to invert a binary tree, then there you go. I think if what you're saying with ICPC being mostly focusing on actually competing at the events is like the main focus of ICPC, I think I'd want to change that up. I don't really want the whole club to just be about a competition. I really want it to be about just furthering your development skills as a whole. And I mean, obviously I know ACM is kind of about that, but ICPC, I want it to be more focused on like that specific drive of just like really improving in algorithms and that sort of stuff. Anyone else? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. Okay, so we are limited on time, and we have a lot more people to get through. So for the uncontested positions, we're going to limit it to 2 questions. All right, just so we can get through this a little faster. Please try to keep your answers like as concise as possible. That's you did good, Jonathan. I'm going to also back in slightly. Okay, for Rowdy creators, we have Tegan. Come up here, Tegan. And
all right, hello everybody. My name is Tegan Smith. A little bit about me. I am a junior in computer science concentrating in cloud and cybersecurity. This fall and spring, I have acted as the Rowdy Creators Vice President and also the team lead of Rowdy CTF. It's a cybersecurity-based, essentially gym where people can go in on a website and practice hacking into different machines legally. A big portion of my experience at Rowdy CTF is, I think, the mistakes that I made along the way. I don't believe I was as prepared as I should have been going into leading that team. And this has taught me a lot of very important aspects of project creation, especially in a team environment. It teaches me the importance of project planning, having a good roadmap of what it's going to look like. It's taught me the value of having an MVP or minimal viable product. I think we sort of went on a straight line towards the end goal, which was not the best plan if you want something presentable at the end of the semester. And I think this will really help me assist and guide new groups to success and sort of avoid the mistakes that are very common when having these team projects. Some objectives I want about Rowdy Creators. If you don't know, Rowdy Creators is a sort of a club where you're able to group up with people in the same discipline as you and create projects that will both enhance your skills and give you something to talk about on your resume. I want to help with idea assistance. Create viable ideas is a struggle. It's something that we have had an issue with value creators in the past. So when we have brainstorming sessions, we say, does anyone have any ideas to talk about? And nobody has anything. It's very, very quiet. I want to help this by creating pre-made and custom project ideas and paths. This doesn't mean that it's something that you have to go off of. It sort of just gives talking ideas for people to go off in those brainstorming sessions. For returning groups, I want to sort of enhance this as a focus of Rowdy creators. I think in these 2 semesters, this semester, not a single group is consistent from last semester. And I want to change this because I think it's very important. I think people view Rowdy creators as sort of a one project and done type of thing. And I think it can be very valuable to scale that into more advanced projects based on what you're learning. And then for involvement, I want to increase senior involvement. The majority of our membership is freshmen and sophomores. And I think that getting seniors into our club can really help have a better source of team leads. And I think that seniors sort of underestimate what we can provide and what they can do with higher level concepts in this org. Sort of skip through those. Some administrative goals. I want to have a sizable reading communication with groups regarding project leads or needs as early as possible. I know one of our groups needed some tools for their project, and it took them about halfway through the semester to sort of get those, and it's, you know, not good for them. Sorry, running low on time here. And then officer discussions on project ideas and designs. It sort of goes back to that first step. Yeah, sorry. I don't want to go too long. Yeah. And then I want to continue with officer meetings and team lead meetings. I think Laura has done a very good job this semester. I sort of want to go off of that. I think the big idea, the main focus I want to go is just getting more people, especially upperclassmen, into the organization and really helping with that brainstorming session at the beginning. Sort of a self-ran club once you get there. We're just there to help you out and guide you. Yeah. Sorry, I was a bit rushed. Any questions? Yes. That's a good question. He's asking about how to bridge the gap between sort of a senior's knowledge and how a freshman and sophomore can fit in that project. I think that's sort of where that project planning goes into play. I think the thing with upperclassmen is that when you have a project idea, a lot of them sort of know what that path is going to look like already from experience, versus freshmen and sophomore don't really know how to fit in there. I think the design there is to work with those seniors and juniors and to sort of see what their goal looks like and what that path looks like, and sort of just take some time with that person one-on-one or with those team leads one-on-one and design it pre-handedly so you can see where you can sort of fit in those freshman and sophomore levels. That can include resources that they can learn along the way. That can include the different small tasks, such as building a website, basic UI stuff that they would happen versus sort of getting them hand-on-hand with the back end. I think a lot of that comes down to planning, which is something that isn't done as often as it should be. All good? Perfect.
Next is yeah. Did I? Does it? Oh, does it? That's my bad. Wait, Xavier, do you have slides? Did you submit anything, or do you want to just? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, he didn't have slides. That's why.
Well, hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? Okay. Good. All right. My name is Xavier Walton. I transferred over from a community college, but I'm considered a sophomore in the computer science degree. I'm really passionate about diversity in technology because I think that for technology to live up to the promises of creating a better world for people, that it needs to represent the people that it serves. And so I am really big in technology as a form of changing people's lives, but my participation in the ACM, I feel like the coding and color is particularly close to my heart because that's especially with diversity and things like being slash like at universities, it's something that's really important to me. And also getting like more students here a bag, bringing in people not just from San Antonio, but like bigger companies, FANG companies, companies that we want to work at. So yeah, I would love to get y'all's input on how to make that a reality, and love to answer any questions. I think the CIC did a lot of things right, like the SQL workshop. There were some agile workshops, so I think there were things that they did right. I think working with other aspects of the ACM, because we treat it like separate divisions, but we're all working towards the same things: building projects, getting internships. You know what I mean? And so I would like to partner with other not just the ACM organizations, but organizations that share similar missions like SHADE, NESB, groups like that. Does that answer your question? I think that at a four-year university, it's actually more beneficial because there isn't as much change happening. And I also recognize that in order to serve the people in best capacity, it's good to continuously get updated. Since we're in longer terms, we're going to be here longer, to make sure that in this position that I was doing, was held accountable to the people of the group. There's a lot of things that I learned as at the GDSC, the importance of marketing, having to work with like the university to set up events, things like that. So yeah, at a university, I think having the longer terms is a little more beneficial, and I plan on using that to benefit members. Any other questions?
Thanks. Thank you, Xavier. Okay. Next we have, so Ikra's not here, but yeah, I just want to say Ikra's running for Co-Quantum Director. So yeah, vote for her. Next we have PR, and Belinda is up.
Can you guys hear me? Cool. All right, so nice to meet everyone. I'm like, you guys probably don't know who the heck I am, and that's completely understandable. So let's introduce myself. I'm Belinda. I'm a junior in biomedical engineering, so I'm not a CS major, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm originally from Austin, so thanks. Shout out to Christian for inviting me to ACM. I never heard of ACM, so I was a competitor swimmer for 13 years. And my concentration, if you were so interested, is nanotechnology and bioinstrumentation. And if you know, bioinstrumentation involves a lot of CS. So that's why I was hoping with this position we can bridge the engineering school and the CS to become one unity, I guess. My hobbies include photography, hiking, and trying new things. All right, so this is like past my experiences. I was the captain of the winning trebuchet competition for the engineering school. I was like the first team captain to win against physics team in 15 years. So there's my achievement. I'm also work at UT Health as a research and hospital administration, so I have experience in leadership as well. I do rat surgeries in my undergrad researching, and I was the director of the medical device Hackathon that happened the same weekend as your hackathon. So, but I do have experience in hackathons. I do code. I code in C++, C#, Java, JavaScript, everything. So I do have experience in coding. I'm hoping with my previous experiences that I can. Plus, I'm BMES treasurer right now, which is Biomedical Engineering Society. I'm the representative of the Biomedical Engineering Society. So if I can bridge both schools together and have more collective things, and I also have experience with networking, so that's why I think PR is best for me. So that's really it. I don't have anything else. Any questions? Yes. Oh. Yeah. That's a really good question. His question's asking how can I bring sponsors to like Rowdy Hacks or something like that. Like what I said like earlier, I do have experience in like hospital administration, and I was the director of Hackathons. So in terms of finding sponsorships, it's like not something new. With that said, like there's a lot of tech companies that I can reach out to within the engineering school because I have those connections that I can help bring to the ACM. It's kind of like stealing sponsors from engineering. Oops. But like, I really hope that I can utilize my experience to help you guys because I see a lot of potential. You guys are way closer student org than I experienced back in engineering. And if Christian knows, right, I was complaining about engineering for 15 minutes straight and how we are not a team and we're not a family. And when I immediately joined here, I see how close you guys are and how amazing you guys are. So I really appreciate that. Yes. That's a really good question. Bridging engineering and CS. Well, if you guys don't really know, like for example, Delina's right there. A lot of BMEs are actually minoring in CS. So like, it's not very like uncommon for engineers to also major in CS. But I do know all the presidents of the current orgs of the engineering school. And I also am very tied with the Student Success Center at the engineering, so I can bring it up to the program manager, Andrea, and see if we can do some collaborative like events with each other, because I think engineering and CS should be in the same school, but I don't know why you guys are in your own school, but that's really my answer. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of the senior design projects right now involve a lot of coding. So if we can do like events like workshops to learn about CS or something like that, that'd be great because that'll be beneficial. Because I think the closest thing we have in engineering school is computer engineering. So.
Awesome. Okay, and I think Glenn is the only one running for their first choice public relations. And then, yeah, for media, we have Daniel and Jib running. We're going to start with Daniel. Where's Brown?
This thing on? Oh, I thought it was funny. My fault. So if y'all don't know me, my name is Daniel. I've only recently been a part of ACM since about last October, so I'm still kind of learning everybody's faces. But if you want to know more about me, I'm a digital communications major. I'm currently minoring in marketing as well, and I've been a part of ACM as the media JO since about October of last year. So what I really want to talk about is why I feel like I'm qualified to be the future media officer and what I can bring to the table. So for the credentials, I've spent 2+ years using photo and video content for Adobe Creative products. I've used Premiere Pro, Lightroom, Photoshop, and InDesign. I've taken courses and I've created products as well using that stuff. And I've actually have experience leading creative projects and teams for as well. So I've done student films, graphics. I've made videos for some of the ACM content as well. And along that time, I learned a lot about how trends work on social media. What makes a video popular, or what makes a page start to pop more, and what makes it appealing to a bigger audience. Before I came to ACM, I currently, and still currently as well, working for UTSA Athletics. So before I came here, I did a lot of content for all the sports teams. So baseball, football, track, and men's and women's tennis as well. I created content, graphics, video, and photos as well for all the players and the teams. Each of them are very large platforms, all of them with at least 1,000 or more followers. And from what I've learned from that time is that I've kind of learned how to push out content, not only at a very fast rate, but also how to push it with a high quality as well, so that there's always a constant growth, and there's always something that's coming new from a new page every time. But I've also done work for ACM and Rowdy Hacks as well. For our Rowdy Hacks campaign, I assisted a lot with the teaser trailers and the actual recap as well. I was the lead videographer, and along with my team, our Mr. Alessandra's team, we did a lot of work with editing, color grading, and pushing out content as fast as we could. And and I was also the main editor for the recap video as well. That was also one of our most successful videos to date. UTSA and the School of Data Science reposted it. It was one of our most successful, and it had a view count of over 36K. And for what I want to take, and I think that if I'm in this position as officer, I think that I can help take not just ACM, the main org, but the sub-org as well, to new levels. I think that with the steps I plan, I want to be able to take it to, I'm running low on time, but all I'm going to say is that I have a lot of ideas that I really want to implement, that I feel like if I have the opportunity and the position, I think that I can bring a lot of positive change to this group. And well, for me, please. Any questions? Okay, so his question was, as mentioned on the slides, how are we going to split up our junior officers and our team into different, as I put it, squads, and how are we going to actually implement that into the system? And it's still in drafts, but my current idea is that we each take certain JOs with certain interests or niches that they like. So we have JOs who are interested in photography, or who want to pursue animation, editing, color grading. And the idea is that we kind of coach them along the way, and eventually kind of reach to a point where, you know, say CIC, ACM-W, or any of our other sub-orgs or the main org, we can collaborate with their organizations as well, and we can also help kind of push them out at content. So if there's some reason, you know, our officers aren't available, or we need something to cover something or an event, we have someone on the ready that we can ask, that we can shoot a quick text to, and it can be fast, and there'll be someone that can help get coverage for that event and for the organization as a whole. Any other questions? Thank you.
All right, up next we have Jib. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, 1 second. What did you what did you send it on? Okay, give me 1 second.
Hello. I'm Jabril Pasqua, and what are you laughing at? I'm Jabril Pasqua, and well, let's cut to the chase. What am I running for? What do y'all think? Media! All right, okay, so who am I? I'm Jabril. As you guys might know, I talk a lot. I really hate like talking up here, but like, what's it called? There's a lot of stuff I do. I like going around like everywhere, just like talking to people, making new connections, doing a lot of different things, my own time with other people's time, and just like being able to just connect and like enjoy what I'm doing in college. As you guys might know, I am running for the media officer position. What do I bring to the table? In high school, I have had a bunch, maybe like almost 5 to 6 years of AV experience, making videos, collaborating on team projects, having a lot of different just like team building and team like maybe not changing, but like team help, like something that helps out a team activities, which is like a lot of what media is. You can't really just do media as one person. You'd have to have like an entire team that you can have delegate. One person do this, editing, production, and everything else. And planning is like just to bring fun and engaging content, not just to the members, but also to like officers, people that have maybe just are alumni of the school, and just like anything that could just, what's the word? Just help out ACM as a whole in the picture of ACM. Oh yeah, this is Tux the cat. I just wanted to show him. He's like an awesome cat. So what's it called? Making it more engaging. Like as we have now, we have made interviews with a lot of different orgs and all that. But it's like rather than just like having it so that it shows you the week of, you could have like some like weekly recap videos and like a lot of just different things that you can have with the with just like members and other people around like the ACM, maybe UTSA. But yeah, thank you. Well, what's up? Yeah. Questions? Oh, hi. Gracias. Que tengas una buena noche. Salamat. Magandang gabi. Okay. But yeah. All right.
All right, up next we have Christian Walker running for Projects Officer.
Do I start on the timer? Start on the timer or just go? I can start? Okay. All right. What's going on, everyone? My name is Christian Walker, and I'm running for Projects Officer. So, a little bit about me. I'm a junior computer science student with a focus in software engineering. I've interned in multiple different sections of tech. Some of my hobbies include I like to run, play video games, coding, obviously, and listen to music. Little fun fact I want to drop on myself. I was a 2-time junior Olympian back in high school. Previous involvement in ACM, I was the Rowdy Hacks tech lead and organizer. If you were at Rowdy Hacks, you probably saw me sprinting around the entire time. I'm also a HackKit contributor. That's our hackathon management software. If you attended Rowdy Hacks, you used HackKit. So just kind of, we'll talk about that a little bit more later. I also represent ACM in multiple different hackathons, so TEMU, Hack Texas, and etc. Background. Most languages that are probably popular, I've probably had some sort of experience with them. Don't come for me for putting HTML in there. I put that in there for formatting, okay? Framework and libraries, React, React Native, Drizzle, Mongo, Express, Firebase, all of the above. I have a lot of different experience in a lot of different sectors. Others I kind of just put in here didn't fit. Git, Vercel, and Nginx. And my internships include Silicon Labs, which is semiconductor, Voint, which is financial tech, MLH Fellowship, where I collaborate with Facebook Research to work on object detection, as well as create an app in Android for them. Cool. So I want to talk a little bit about my goals and the things that I want to bring as a projects officer. First one is HackKit 2.0. So as I kind of discussed before, it's our hackathon management software. If you attended Rowdy Hacks, you use HackKit. And if you happen to use it, you might have realized some pain points with that. And I recognize that, and I want to work to give a much smoother user experience. We're actually already kind of in the process right now collaborating with the current project officer, Xander Wilson, to bring you guys an awesome experience for next hackathon. I'm really excited to show you guys what that's going to be. Portal enhancements. As of now, there's some very big desyncs between a lot of the things that we use and the technology that we use for Portal. It says I'm a sophomore right now. That's not true. And a couple of other things that I really think, like a couple UI changes, things like that, that I think we can really make a much better Portal and a much better user experience. A bit of a stretch goal for this is that we would eventually like to bring Portal, make it to where it can actually be used by other orgs. So for example, if NESB wanted to use Portal, they would be able to use that as well. And that would be a really cool goal that I would like to bring. Last but not least, user feedback. We make this stuff for you guys, so we want to incorporate you more in the development process. By that, I mean that, especially for HackKit stuff, we want to bring in beta testers for day of things where we want to basically run through a full mock of what that would look like, because a lot of the pain points that we ended up having throughout Rowdy Hacks could have easily been fixed if we would have done some run-through stuff beforehand. As well as we want to hear from you guys, what kind of features do you want to see in our technology? We really want to include our users a lot more. Anyways, I think that I have the talent, the vision, and the determination to bring kind of a new era of tech to UTSA, and I want us to really, put us on the map a lot more for this kind of stuff, because we have some incredible talent here, and I want to show that. So all I need is your guys' vote, so vote Christian Walker for Projects Officer. Thank you. Questions? Questions? Going once? Going twice? All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right, up next we have Jacob Nyberg for projects as well.
All right, hi, my name is Jacob Nyberg. I am going for Projects Officer. A little bit about me. I'm from the Dallas area, but I'm Swedish. Right now I'm a sophomore. I'll be a junior next year, and I'm studying and tutoring for cybersecurity. I've been programming for about 10 years, and I've worked in a variety of languages ranging from Rust, Go, C, Kotlin, TypeScript, and Lua. And I extensively use Linux. In fact, if you've been on the Discord, you've probably seen me talking. I'm a Linux guy, and I'm desoldering as well. So why I'm running? ACM has been the better part of my year at UTSA. I think that goes for many of us over here. And especially with my attending at Rowdy Creators, I've enjoyed working on projects over there and kind of the experience and atmosphere of just people like creating things. And that's what I see as a future for ACM, is one where there's creativity ranging if you're a beginner or an expert. And there's one issue with that though, and it's something I've seen especially in Rowdy Creators, and it's that some students don't know where to start, or they don't feel as if they have the resources, knowledge, or confidence. And so we've seen that whenever somebody tries joining a project, we kind of hinted on this in one of the earlier talks, but they just don't know where to fit in. And so we want to give them the tools for that. So there's a couple of things I want to do. Number one is workshops on the actual GitHub. So not just examples, but like workshops that people can like actually work through and having like an idea of like things that you could do. And of course events for that too. Kind of on the same vein as Intro to Tech, but this could be like Intro to some sort of project. And so as well, we have a space for members to kind of like collaborate together in an actual like space. And of course, tooling also goes into development, and so we can showcase that as well. And of course, a Discord for that too. Because everyone can build a portfolio for themselves and be proud of what they can build, both literally and intellectually. And that's kind of what everyone will bring. And so everyone has the capacity to develop and build great things. All it takes is, it takes one small project to show them that they can. So, any questions? Yeah. Right. So I have been working with the Rowdy CTF project. I've been engineering the backend over there, and with my experience as with more backend technologies and cybersecurity, I also do the network and system administration. And as well, I did mention me being a tutor, and so that has given me a lot of experience in terms of more mentoring students and providing some sort of guiding role. And that's something I could definitely bring to the table over here. Yeah. So I have actually engineered a Discord bot. It's no longer up anymore as of 4 months ago, but I still get messages about it, and people looking to continue like where I left off. And that was, at its peak, it was in 17,000 servers. Had a peak of about 400,000 users. And so I've had some other projects sprinkled in as well. Rowdy CTF I'm very excited about, even though it's not released yet. But those are kind of the notable things I could list off right now. Yeah. So this was for a game community. It was some sort of game that they did values on items for trading, and so I simply made something that could put that on the side of Discord so people can conveniently pull those up and see it in their chats, and thankfully that worked out. Yeah. Right, so the question was, how can we get someone who's not comfortable starting a project to start a project? That's obviously a big thing. And so that's kind of where I think the workshops, like an intro to some sort of project, I think that's kind of where that comes in, is that gives like frameworks and ideas. It's not gonna give them the answer, but it's gonna give them something to work along with and kind of know like the steps it takes to do something. And as they go through that, they'll recognize that they can build things, and they'll lead on to more ambitious self-driven projects. I think we're good.
All right, we have membership. No one is running for first choice membership, so we're not gonna have anyone speak for that. But if you do know anyone who's interested in like trying to fill the position, if neither of these candidates end up going, let us know, and we will probably have to do a special election at the beginning of next semester to sort that out. But for tech officer, we have Jacob Rock to speak. Yeah.
This is spiking my anxiety. Hi all, my name is Jacob Ellerbrock. I am running for technical officer. So a little bit about me. Previous technical officer. I'm doing a rerun. I was elected in November via special election. Some other stuff I've done for ACM. I was the intro to tech lead. I've been a Rowdy Hacks organizer this past Rowdy Hacks, Logistics, Tech, and Outreach, and I am a Code Quantum Strikes Back organizer. So some skills that I have a lot of streaming knowledge and AV knowledge. I've been doing the streams for ACM for the past whole year, and a little before that when I was a technical officer, junior officer. I've learned a whole lot about streaming stuff and what makes a good stream. I'm trying to cater more to the people that can't come to our events online. I know there are time conflicts with some of the events that we have, and I want to make sure that they're be able to see all the time or watch the video later. I really want to make sure that everybody can see our events. I have a lot of knowledge about what ACM runs in the back. A lot about technical officer is like managing credentials, managing like the back end of ACM, making sure like being the backbone, making sure nothing breaks on our technical side. And again, I've been doing this since November, and I think I have a lot of experience of how to do things. I've made mistakes, like we all have, but able to learn from these mistakes as well. And I have ideas on how to better our entire system because, all honesty, I think it needs a little work. And then I have management and task delegator skills. I want to get together a team, or if any people that actually wants to work with us. For example, our new DAO program. We can manage and delegate tasks a lot better with a new system that we have, and I have the skills to actually delegate these tasks. And then I'm responsive. If any of you have texted me, I usually respond in the next 30 seconds, unless I'm asleep or doing something. It's very rare when the times I'm very responsive, reliable. If you give me a task, I always end up doing it. If I stay up till 3 in the morning doing it, again, I always get these tasks done. I'm diligent and persistent as well. So what I have, some ideas I have next. I'll step on that. New technological purchases. Microphones and cameras. There are some stuff that I've been looking at recently. Our streaming setup is so old. I'm looking at about to fall over right now. But I want to get some new purchases done. Hopefully for the people that do speak at events, maybe microphones that can attach to you, so not carrying around. Because again, no one likes that, especially when we're trying to type on our laptops as well. Possible new workshop series for online. Again, I want to cater to the online folks, and I know Josh and I were talking about doing an online course, something with Intro to Tech. Beager and Beater, I was having a rough night last night. Better Intro to Tech workshops, involving other organizations, hooking up with other organizations like engineering, cybersecurity, stuff like that, and then following President Vice President's path to increase the size of ACM. I'm a veteran. I know what I'm doing, and I know how to do it better. Again, made mistakes. I've done it in the past, and I'm ready to do some more. And my Discord and GitHub if you have any questions, and thank you all. Any questions? Yes. So the ease of able to onboard people into our technical officer side. I take big pride in what we did for Rowdy Hacks, the streaming behind it. The one time it broke was when I was not there, so again, not my fault. I'm not gonna say that. But I actually was able to teach the rest of our tech team our new streaming setup. Because again, this semester I basically redid everything. We switched from using an online web streaming software to Streamlabs, which is what it's meant for. And I taught Trey how to use it, and he's actually running it right now, and I think he's doing a pretty dang good job. I've taught Josh and Christian it as well for Rowdy Hacks, and I think they can agree that I think it's pretty usable. I basically redid the entire streaming thing for this purpose, to make it really easy to learn and anybody can pick up. I am actually working on creating documentation right now for this type of stuff. Basically redo our entire Notion backend about the wiki and how to stream stuff, and basically hooking up to this new streaming software. So that's a project I'm working on right now. and I think it's already in a very good place to where anybody that can be onboarded can be onboarded with ease. I saw another hand go up from the middle. Yes, Jim. I don't honestly think that the media team should be focusing on the streaming aspect. However, if that's a discussion we're gonna have later, I'm very down for that. But I believe that the purpose of creating a whole tech team for this is to basically send out these people to the sub-orgs events. But it is something I'm willing to look into. I kind of want the media team to honestly focus on like the advertising side of it. But again, if we're open to the idea, whoever becomes media officer, I'd love to talk about it. All right, that's me, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Okay, up next we have Alejandra Mujica and Rin Perales running for social officer. So we're gonna have, I think, yeah, Alejandra is first. Alex.
Can you hear me? I'm just waiting for you to start the timer. I don't know. Okay. Hi everyone. My name's Alex. If you didn't know who I am, I'm running for ACM Social Officer. And before I get started on what I think I would accomplish as it, here's a little about me. I am actually a computer science major, obviously, and I am a sophomore. And I guess two little fun facts about me, just so you know me better, is that I'm actually getting my motorcycle license, and I know how to ride a skateboard. I am. So I guess moving on to like more of the social officer aspect, I guess one of my three goals would be better build friendships and more, and to promote to other majors and de-stressing from school. So I think the whole point of a social officer is to just have fun with it, is to just de-stress from school, because I understand we all have our own projects we're creating, all our own, life happens, stuff like that. So I guess like my aspect or my events that I want to create, it's just events that you could just go with your friends or even just by yourself to just relax, to just de-stress in a sense. And to not only that, is to promote to other majors, because even though ACM is like more towards like computer science majors, it's also what I think could be extended to engineering majors, to bio majors, could be to any majors. Because for example, for our Rowdy Hacks team, it was not only just computer science majors, it was also communications majors, there's also bio engineers majors in our logistics team and throughout every other team. And my top goal, I guess you could say, is to build more and better relationships. When I first came into ACM my freshman year, I did nothing. I went to school, I did my classes, I got out. And I had absolutely no friends besides Alessandro. And to like really like make like my better friendships here, that the ones I have now, is that I went to these events this last semester. I went to like more events, which was the pod making class that Apollo made and more CIC events. And I think with those events, they really like helped me like get out of my shell and build better friendships and relationships that I can look back at in 5-10 years and really be proud of. And I guess that's pretty much it. That's all I really have. Thank you. What's up? Simple, it's just about having fun, really. And what I guess more in depth in that is that when you show up to these events, there are also other computer science majors, other types of different majors. So I feel like if you take that first step and just like really being friends with them, they can introduce you to not only their sub-organizations put to your own sub-organizations? Because I know that was one of your things that you also discussed in your ideas, so to say. And I guess like with these social events, they can really help build that better bond. Because like you said, it's these events and these sub-organizations are not built on, well, they're built on ideas, but they're mostly built on bonds, on the family that you create around us, so to say. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't really want to show up to like Roddy Hacks like meetings if I wasn't really friends with anyone. I'd probably stop showing up like the first, second week, if not for the people there. Any other questions? Yeah. It's a good question. Well, I think, well, I guess with my events, I would love to just plan like multiple events with the most diversity with them, which is be like maybe just creative making. Doesn't always have to be about like coding or stuff like that. It could be like a rec field, outside. But I think it mostly just comes down to the person itself. If they're willing to take that step, that first step, even if it's just by themselves, to like talk to the person next to them or just talk with people in general. Obviously, I'm there to help, like bridge that little like gap, so to say. But I think it just comes down to that person. And with the events that I am planning on making or creating, I guess, it would help, I guess, lessen that nervousness, that I guess that what's the word? The introvertness. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah. Any more questions? Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, what's up? Yeah, so actually one idea that I brought up to Paulo, he never did it, was actually like was that I'm not really big of a tote guy, but like since like shopping more and more outside and I didn't want to carry like all my stuff, I wanted to make like a little like mini like tote bag because like don't get me wrong, like I like designs and all and everything, but I'm a very specific type of person. Like it has to look a certain way, it has to be color a certain way. And I guess this is one of my ideas where you could paint them, you could like knit them if you'd like. It's just whatever your creative mind desires. That's one idea. I still write more. It's in my notes. I forgot it. Is there any more questions? All right.
All right, up next we have Rin. You ready?
It has music. Is there audio? I think there's audio.
Thank you. No, I'm kidding. I actually have a presentation. I was joking. That was a joke. It was like 4 a.m. when I made that, and I was like, oh my god, this is the funniest thing I've ever made. Anyways, I'm Rin. I'm running for social officer. I didn't actually know Alex was running, so like now I have competition, so shaky. I didn't know we were doing 3 minutes. My presentation and my rehearsal is for 5, but I swear you won't have any questions after it. Like it's super like lot of stuff. Anyways, so who even am I? Like, do you even know me? Like, do you remember my name? Like actually? Whoa, yeah. Okay,
So I'm President Jo right now. I'm also was part of the design team for Route Hacks, and currently I am the ACM T-shirt designer for the banquet that we're having in a couple days, I think, or like something like that. So what are my qualifications for this? I am an extrovert. I have really bad social anxiety, so it doesn't show, but like, I love going out. I love partying. I love planning parties. I bake crazy cookies, guys. Like, I swear, if we do like events and social events, I will be like cakes for birthdays, like everything. I love doing that. I'm a really big gamer. Gaming socials are definitely a thing that I want to implement because sometimes partying less than Minecraft, Lethal Company, Fortnite. I'll be honest, I play a lot of Fortnite. I'm also very social. I love meeting new people. Not really big on like going up to people, but if you come up to me, like we will have the best conversation you've ever had. Like I swear, I'm so good at conversing. Anyways, let me break it down for you. The text literally breaks it down. So like, this is the TBD schedule that I have. So basically the way that it's gonna work, I'm moving away from the computer, I'm too short for it, is that, so each month we're gonna have 3 socials. One of them is gonna be gaming centered for like, you know, the introverted people. One of them is gonna be food centered on campus for people that can't really, you know, travel out of campus. I know like some people don't have cars, some people don't have access to transportation, so like way easier for that. Also food centered, you know, incentivize it. And then also a social outside of campus, because I feel like sometimes people don't really realize that like sometimes campus can be like suffocating if you're in it for so long. Like sometimes you just gotta like get out into like the actual world and be like, oh wait, there's a world outside of like school and like all this stuff and like exams and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get a little serious here for a second. One of my biggest goals coming into college was making a community. In my junior year of high school, I had the worst social anxiety. I still have really bad social anxiety. My days consisted of going to school, not talking to anybody, not having any friends, and I logged about 10 hours on Genshin Impact every single day. I know. It's okay, guys, it's okay. But it was really bad, and like, I felt so lonely so often, and like, it was really heartbreaking just like sitting there and like seeing all these people like hang out and like never really feeling like I had a space or had like somewhere to find my own home, you know? And like, I really want to make that a big thing with ACM. I really want to like make a community for people, like special interests. It doesn't even have to be like coding related, it doesn't have to be computer science related. I think we sometimes get so caught up in the idea ACM, like coding, computer science majors, but like really I think it's a lot more beneficial if we start like adding on to like interests that people have, because I feel like people like gaming no matter what like major you are. Everyone likes video games, everyone plays Fortnite. Like, don't lie to me, I know you've played one round of Fortnite at the very least. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. I'm Rin, by the way. Oh, does anybody have questions? Yeah, so question was, how can we be less wasteful of materials that we have with tangible items for socials? Definitely, we already have a lot of materials in the ACM room. I believe that we should use those, like, for socials, like, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. There's no reason to buy more stuff if we already have it. Definitely one thing that I really want to, like, kind of implement. I have a lot of crafts already, like, definitely if we were doing, like, a painting social, just bring my paint, you know? So, yeah. Good question, thank you. Any more questions? No? Okay. Thank you.
Alrighty. Back to the assignments. Okay, next for ACM-W Vice President, we have Reese.
Thank you. Have mercy on me, because I am very cold, but also sweating so much. I can't deal with this. Also have my little slides. Kitty cat coded, that's all I gotta say. I'm Reese. Nice to meet you. ACM-W, can I get an amen? Hell yeah. Alright, so for the past semester, yes, I've been the PRJO. That's my little thing. I love my little ACM girlies. Yippee! I'm a sophomore. This is actually my first year on this campus. I'm studying CS. I moved here from Corpus Christi, Texas, but I'm from out of the country. I'm from the Caribbean, bro. I got a green card to prove I am legal. Amen. Yo, let's go. Right. As for hobbies, I play games a lot. I really like cooking because it's very therapeutic. And I love reading, but I've been on a little pause because I've been too busy, which is evil. And I also recently hyperfixated on F1, which I don't know where that came from, but it is what it is, bro. I don't know. Anyways, as for why I'm running, I've been with ACM-W for this past semester, and I have grown to love them so much to the point where I don't know if I can ever leave them. So I want to keep, having my little hands in ACM, working with them, working with my awesome little presidents. I love you, Kaylee. I love you, Vivian. Thank you. Also, because I want to see more women take up positions behind the scenes. So, yeah. Anyways. But I guess my goal for this would be I came into this campus early fall, whatever. I kind of didn't know anyone. I had 2 friends from high school, and then a lot of my friends went to UT, and I lost friends there too. Yeah. Very bad, very sad. Not a good time. But this semester I came back, got more involved, and I have found my own little family. So I want to be able to help other women on campus who are studying CS to find a home with us as well. And so little photos. That one's from actually UIL in San Antonio last year. Middle one, I was getting boba at Corpus Christi, and then that last one on the far end, literally from a party on Sunday. My bad. But that's it. That's all. Thank you so much. It won't play. It makes me so sad. The little chibi chibi chaba cat. It's been stuck in my head. It's evil. But do y'all have any little questions? Yes. Yes. I went to Flower Bluff High School. Yeah. I'm a Bluff rat. I don't know. No, I'm not from Portland. You think I'll go to GP? Hell no. None of that. Do I have any more questions or no? Are we done here? Thank you.
Okay. Okay. We just have a couple more. I think just three more, and then we're done here. So let's try to get through those. All right. Next for ACM-W secretary, we have Brooke. Is Brooke here? Oh. There we go.
Okay, y'all. I'm literally about to speed run this for real. Okay. So, hey guys, my name is Brooke Lane, and I'm running for ACM-W secretary. Hello, slide. Okay. So a little bit about me. This is my second year at UTSA. I'm a computer science major concentrating in cybersecurity. I'm from Houston, Texas. A couple hobbies of mine. I like to photo and video edit with Adobe. I like to work out, hike, and thrift. So a bit of experiences and skills I have. A couple of work experiences. I was a lifeguard for 3 years, a service technician for the same company for 1 year. And then I volunteered as a swim coach for my summer league team I used to swim on. And then at UTSA, I used to work at the student union, at the pantry as a student assistant. And then I currently work for student success as a peer tech tutor for more Adobe stuff. Some certifications and skills. I'm a certified Microsoft Office specialist, proficiency in Adobe Suite, along with C and Java for coding. Some CS UTSA experiences I've had here. I participated in Code Quantum, Rowdy Hacks 23, and then I was a volunteer for Rowdy Hacks 24. And I'm currently the ACM-W Secretary JO. So secretary goals. I love I love being organized. I love Notion, bro. Like if I was about to get an internship there, like you know what I'm saying? Like I love Notion. So I definitely wanna keep Notion organized. Probably make like some templates for the meetings to make them like run more smoothly, add more ideas, give more feedback to events we do. And of course, empowering women. Yes, there's so many of us. I'm so happy. Yay! And then again, for Notion, like record keeping, making sure we have everything organized with events, booking rooms early, all this stuff. And then y'all, I could drive, you know what I'm saying? So supply runs for sure. Y'all need anything? I don't have a Costco card, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, we have HEB, Walmart, I got y'all. And then pretty much, quick correspondence and communication is very important, and I believe that's a great quality for being a secretary. And yeah, thank you very much. All right, any questions? Oh gosh, okay. My favorite shark? Nerf sharks, because I swam with one actually, and they're pretty chill, I'm not gonna lie.
Next up, we have ACM-W PR, and we have Brianna running. This thing's still working, right? Oh, yeah.
Hi guys, we're almost done. My name's Brianna, if y'all don't know me, and I'm running for ACM-W Public Relations Officer. Okay, so a little bit about me. I'm a second-year computer science major, and currently I'm a coding and color junior officer. My hometown is Odessa, Texas. It's like West Texas. Fun fact about me is I'm training for a half marathon right now. So why I'm running, ACM has personally helped me find belonging in classrooms and the tech field where I felt like a minority and had a little, no, not a little bit, I had really big imposter syndrome. I have seen the dedication to the mission of ACM-W by being involved in the organization of Code Quantum, and just seeing like the challenges that ACM-W has faced and still made it happen really pushed me to want to help continue the impact and mission of ACM-W. So my goals. My first goal is to partner with companies to have networking events. Second goal is to connect with organizations on campus to grow the community and connections. I feel like some organizations might have some partners or partnerships with people that might benefit us and we don't know about yet. And we can do the same for other communities and create that tight-knit, at UTSA, that tight-knit community. And then third, grow ACM-W event attendee numbers through outreach initiatives in the classroom and orgs. I feel like we can do a good job about pushing out events all throughout the semester and not just at the very beginning, just because I feel like there's a lot of students that don't join ACM in the very beginning. And I feel like, yeah, we should definitely try to push it all the way to the end. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? No?
And then I think this is the last presentation. We have ACM-W Media, Cassandra.
I'd just like to say I love that the gun stayed here for the whole time. Okay. So, hi, I'm Cassandra Gomez, and I am running for Media Officer for ACM-W. Let's see. So here's a little bit about me. I'm a first-generation transfer student who came to UTSA fall 2023. And ever since I came here, I have joined ACM-W and have been here the entire time since I've transferred. They really helped me get accumulated to the school and everything. And I want to pay back and be more involved, which is why I'm running. I have volunteered for various events and served as junior officer, and some of my hobbies include reading and playing video games, but be warned, if you start talking to me about them, you'll be stuck and not be able to get out of that conversation, so be careful. And why I wanted to do media. So we have skill development, community engagement, and organizational involvement. So as the media officer, I want to use all of my skills that I've accumulated as a communications major and just the experience I have, working at the SU and stuff, to make sure that we have an amazing, sorry, I'm so cold. So we have an amazing, media social page, and everyone can get involved and know how that works out. I also want to make sure that we promote engagement. As Vivian said in her presentation, we really want to push ACM-W out and make sure all those women who are intimidated by CS and all the other, related roles that comes with, that they have a place here and that they can, be comfortable and really enjoy the beauty of CS and not all the scary parts of it. So these are the top 3 reasons as to why I think I'm a great pick for the media officer position. I was previously a communications major at Texas A&M Kingsville, and I worked with the university newspaper. So I've worked with Adobe, Canva. I also work great with deadlines and making sure everything that was put on the paper was suitable for university. What is it? University. It was suitable. It was professional. I'm committed, so I have an excellent work ethic. I got the Superstar Award at the SU 2 times in a row, and I have never had any issues working there. If you ask any of my coworkers, I'm very hardworking, show up on time, all that good stuff. And my values. So as a woman who was intimidated by computer science, I really value a community that just says, hey, come here, let's go do things, let's do projects, let's not be intimidated. So I really value what ACM is trying to do, which is just get more women involved. So, due to my relative experience, commitment, and values, I believe I'm an excellent choice for the media position, and I hope to make my next year at UTSA the best one yet. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for me? Hi, yes. So your question just says, how can we synergize between the other media teams for ACM as a whole and the other subgroups? Yeah? That's a great question. So I think the first part into doing that is just make sure that we would probably have to start with a big meeting, right, with all the other media teams and see how we can collaborate. Because obviously whatever ACM-W does is a reflection of ACM as an entity in total. So I think the best way to do it would, I didn't even, so I just saw the money on the floor. I was like, what is that? I did not notice that. So I think, I lost my train of thought. Let's say ACM-W puts out a flyer, right? Which I think is one of the most important things because unfortunately due to room reservations, we would have to put out flyers really late for events and that just causes a lack of attendance for our specific events. So it would be great if maybe like there was a section on Discord or maybe a Notion thing where you can communicate with the other media teams and say, hey, like ACM wants to do this event. We made this flyer. Like, what are your thoughts about it? Is there something we can improve? Is there something you want to include? And then if it gets verified by the, top team, then we can post it on both platforms so that people who aren't just following ACM-W and they're just following the main ACM page will see it too. And therefore we would just get more involvement. Does that answer your question? Awesome. Does anyone else have any questions for me today? No? All right. Thank you so much for listening. And that's my presentation.
There we go. Okay. Also running, we have Jesus. You didn't have slides, right? Did you want to? We can still. Yeah. All right. Jesus is actually gonna say a couple things about his position that he's running for.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am Jesus Pantoja. I am a freshman here, and a little bit about me. I'm really involved in like the music organizations here. I am currently in the marching band, and I'm actually one of the only people in CS in the marching band, surprisingly. And I'm also rushing a music fraternity, so that's something. And a fun fact, I can pop my ear, like crack it, if y'all want to hear it. Ready? Did y'all hear that? I don't know. It just like I think someone hit me one day, and then suddenly like that just started working. It's not normal at all, but it's been there for like at least 10 years. All right. Anyways, I am currently running for secretary. The reason I am running for this is because my current secretary, Alex over here, is resigning from the position, and I feel like I guess I'm the only one running for secretary. Oh, well, I think I'm pretty suitable. I've been his JO this whole year. He has me do like some of his work sometimes, so I have experience. Well, it's not all the time. It's like if he really is having a bad day or something, like, Anyways, he's taught me like how to use Notion. I've gotten pretty comfortable with it. It's not too difficult. He's going to show me how to reserve a room, so I'll basically be fully prepared for this position, and that's about it, I think. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, any questions? What's up, Alex? Yeah. Well, so with all the experience I have, I feel like I've seen what events give more of a turnout to like build up the organization. For example, the rec social, that had a pretty big turnout in the end. I feel like if we did some more in the beginning, maybe organize them faster, like especially the socials, because this semester we were kind of late in the events, but it's okay. I feel like if we're able to like build them up fast and be able to put them out quickly and have people show out, I feel like we can progress it faster, I guess. Mm. So okay. Well, rather than like just being there to take notes and like do things like that, I'd want to like be like the president's like left-hand man, rather than like the be like almost a second vice president. Try to closely work closely with them and help them out with anything involving talking to other organizations, like setting up anything he can't do. I want to be able to do that, and it's just so we can move quicker in what we do. Thank you. Any other questions? All right, thank you guys.
I think this is messed up because it has you on here, Brianna, for CIC as well. Okay. Yeah, just a correction. Then I guess Brianna's this is her second choice. The asterisk usually means it's your first choice. And then we have Tosin running for CIC Media, but she's not here currently. So, yeah. And then second choice, Daniel also. Any other questions about that? No. Okay. Let's just jump into the elections. Did this? Am I tripping, or did this go back to the beginning? No. Okay. So to vote, you can go to the officer elections page at go.acmutsa.org/election to see all the platforms, and then you can click vote here. And that should take you directly to the voting page. You can also scan the QR code, go to go.acmutsa.org/vote, and the form should be live now. Okay. Give you all a second to scan that now. Okay, that's let me see. Can someone show me where we at? Okay. Working on opening the form. Go ahead and try it again. Yeah. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. Yeah, make sure you sign into. Do we have this on Portal? Please tell me this is on Portal. Okay, if you're short on membership points and you need this one, just like hit me up on Discord at .joshuasilva. I'll give you. Huh? Yeah. Sorry, I totally messed that up. Yeah, there should be 7 meetings for credit. Huh? Yeah, this event. This is outdated. I thought this was gone. I'm not gonna lie. Huh? Yeah, and then okay, let's try that again. Go for it. Go ahead, scan the QR code. All right, while y'all are working on that, I just want to remind everyone that we're going to have a Coding in Color fundraiser at Buns. It's actually started at 4 p.m. It's going to go until 10 p.m., so if you go to Buns and you mention that you're with Coding in Color, we get 15%, I think, of the proceeds from that. So yeah, come out to support CIC. I'll be there probably right after this. So. It is. Huh? What? Okay, yeah, we do have to verify that you're a member, but like, you know, it's exact. It's like literally what? Yeah, it's very few people. It's not. I promise, not everyone. There's like almost no one has access to the forum. I think it's like me, Liam, and then we'll share it with our faculty advisor. That's about it. For right, I don't think. Right. So we're not having an election for that this year. What's happening is basically we had like an addendum with the constitutional rewrite that we're going to have this year. We're going to go with the pattern of the previous years where the previous directors choose. Right. That's how it goes. But starting next year, we will have an actual election for directors. So they're going to be thrown in there as well. Well, so the reason is because like that's not it's for this year only. So the whole point of like the addendum is basically to help smooth the transition over to the next year and resolve like issues that we had. So yeah, we talked to the previous director of Datathon to like kind of work that out, and that's kind of that's the conclusion that we came to. We would have Indra Garcia in for this year, and then we're going to next year have elections. They're not currently posted, so you can go to here. Let me go back because this should work. If you go to go.acmutsa.org/election, you should be able to access the current election wiki, which has everyone's names and platforms on there. Sorry, just election. Does that work? ACM UTSA, like it says, yeah, just like it is up there. All right, yeah. So that's basically all we have for the slides. I want to thank everyone who decided to run. It really, means a lot that you care enough about ACM to join our leadership team. I want to thank everyone who sat through this like almost 2 hours of presentations. I know these things kind of run long, but yeah, thank you for coming, taking your time to listen to everybody speak. That's all we have for you. There's snacks over there as well as drinks, so feel free to grab those. And thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.